Hello, hello. Here we go. Hello, everybody. This is a live video chat show for arts and crafts for adults because we use sharp things like scissors and needles, heat guns and hot glue guns, and dangerous electrical items. But we're also a chat room where we like to chat with people as they come in tonight. So let's get back over here on my iPad and I will get us up and running so I can see the chat from here because it's on my computer and it's too far away over there that I can't see the small stuff. So we're going to fix that and get me up here and go live and turn it down. I got to turn it down. Go live and turn it down. It's just the way it's the way I've done it for years. And I know that there are tons of people out there that do it much more efficiently than me. But oh well, what it is. So hello everybody in the room. Surely there's not that many people in the room already. Sharon's here, Sharon Lumbar, Margaret Hernandez, Janet, Angela, Sharon, and Janet. Well, hello, everybody. Hi, it's good to see all these names in here. Great. You are waiting on me. I must be doing something right. I must be holding my mouth right. Good to see you. Um, I wrote down I wrote down my list of to-do things, and of course they're in the other room. Let's see if I can remember what I was going to do tonight. Joe ran out. He went out to go get the mail for me. He's been out there a long time. He should be back by now, but he's supposed to be checking the mailbox for me. So, let's see what we can get into today. I found these, and I think it was a coverlet for uh, something to eat, like a salad or something. These were the lids. Maybe, I'm not sure. So, anyway, you turn them over and they look really nice little palettes. So, if we need any paint tonight, I've got a clean palette to use. Recycling. And something we haven't done in a while is we haven't done my index cards. This is a cycle shop down here, uh, motorcycles and muscle cars, and it's a calling card for it. So we can use the back side of this, and I like to leave these on the other side to see, what kind of cards we use over the years. And this was the stamp we carved the other day, and I want to carve another one. I've got the carving things right here, so that'll be nice. This is just a sticker, but I really like this gal here, and I want to make another one. So let's see if we can't do that while we're waiting on Joe. And I got some more ideas for zentangling to do some more zens. I also got a bunny rabbit to paint. If we get to painting, I'll put that in the group. But I did some sampling doodles that I found on the internet, and I thought these were really really cool designs. If we ever get back into that, doing a whole page, the only thing about doing it online is I feel so guilty working in silence because it's hard to stream and not be super busy. But maybe we can do something like a sample page. There is a sample one over here. That's pretty. That'd be fun to do, or at least start it. Maybe we can just start it. But there's another one over here that I thought was really cute, and this is just circles, and then you doodle in each of the circles regardless of the size. And here are some samples. We might be able to do that in our Twinchy book. So that would be fun. And I'm really leaning towards that sample one. So let's see. We got, let's see if I can find something on my desk to do our business card decoration. So I want to get an index card too. We've been doing both. So let me get an index card out. We can do an index card. So that'll be all right. We kind of haven't done them at all for March. We need to get back on the wagon and get these done. But what I wanted to use was my little canister that has my leftovers in it that I have over here. Here's a piece of paper. We can maybe use something off of this. I love the pottery. We could use the pottery on this side. And then this texture here is cool off of the pocketbook. But I might be able to use some of this. Let's just see what we can find on my desk. I can use that. I've got a sticker here that came out of the pizza box. It was pizza. It goes this way. We'll use a sticker. And I bought some new stickers. So, oh, you love the mushroom? Maybe we can get that started. Start the mushroom. And these stickers were new that I bought. I got these last week, and I think they're angels. Let's see what some of them are here. Yeah, they're angels, and we could put an angel on our card. And this one looks like a little fairy. So these are cute little stamps. So I'll put these. I'll get 2 out, and we'll try to use those. And I have a place. I have a place for my stickers over here in the drawers. I'll stick them right there for the moment. So let's cut this out. How's everybody doing? Okay, Janet has to do some paperwork, so she's going to be in the background for us, and that's quite all right. So this is a cute little teapot, and it has a handle on the side of it so that you can pour the water or tea out that you've made. That's cute. So, let's see. We're going to use that teapot. And I think I'm going to use this earring. A little earring over here. And that's enough of that. And I've got over here, we got some, I'm sure we got some Happy Mail. Joe brought this in the other day, the King of the Kings, and we can take and use the car. We can use this car on our thing for fun, just for fun. And then I got some other ephemera. I've got this house. This came off of Teresa Church's Happy Mail, and it was a sticker. And I'm going to use it on my index card. I think that would be good. Let's get this back off of it. Like that. And we'll use part of that. And while I'm thinking about it, I'll get my I'll get this book out. I was starting to use this book for something, and it was going to be my Tangle book, a Zentangle book. Okay, so we'll see if we can't start something in here. And here's the Forest Fairy book that I've been looking for with the women in it. And I was going to use these to help with possibly uh, a, a a carving, but I don't see anything that I want to use at this moment. But we'll do that. We'll put that mushroom over here. We'll start drawing it in this book, and I'll get a something to hold my page open with here. See if I can use this. See if this will work for a few minutes. And let's see if I still have it up. No, I don't. But I'll get it up. Let's get my photos. How do I get all of them? There we go. It was after that. Here we go. The mushrooms. Here's the mushrooms. So I'll post that in my Facebook group for you, so that everybody, if anybody wants to craft, doodle along, you can. And I'll post the bunny rabbit that I want to paint. So we'll see if we can get to these two tonight for sure. All right. So, and I'm going to be doing in this book, I'm just going to be doing it on one side. So I'm going to try to use my fountain pen and see if I can't draw this mushroom. And I'm going to make it kind of big here. Making it big. And then there is a second line on this, and it goes all the way to the back like that. And then this one goes like this. And then we have a circular over closing. And then this one goes all the way to the back as well. And this one goes beside that one. And this one goes besides that one. So that's good. And that's the start. And then over here we've got another mushroom that is got a skinny neck, and it's got some designs on it like that. And then on top, it's got a tall hat. Like that. And then that's going to get us started. So, hi, Jessie. Hi, Belinda. Hello, and did I say hi to everybody else? Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. So, all right. So, we're going to put this to the side for right now because I just wanted to get this started so that I wouldn't forget to do it because we are going to do that. And I'm going to go back to my index cards. I just wanted to get that started. And maybe if we can't find a girl that I want to carve, I'd like to carve that strawberry. And I saw one today that was really really cute that did somebody else did. So let's see what we can do over here now. Move some of this out of the way. And today is the 25th. And I am going to try to use one of these. So let me cut it apart. And I don't know if it's going to unravel or not, but we will find out. And what we can do is, I've got some glue over here, hot glue gun is on, that we might be able to put on here to keep it from fraying. Because I don't know, it might fray. So we'll put some gluage on it. Like that. I just put some glue on the edges here to keep it from fraying. So we are going to use that. And let's see what we got here. And I could get a couple of words. We've got words we can use on each of them. See if we can find a couple of good words. It says, give more hugs. So we just might use give more hugs on one. Give someone a hug. Give your time. Good-hearted. I'm trying to look for a short one. Let's look over here. I like to have a one word. Integrity. Patience. I'm going to put patience. Have patience. So there's some wordsies. That'll work. And then trim this one down just a little bit. So I hope everybody's doing okay. There's my other card. And let's see what else we got over here in the goodie box. We've got some green paper. And we got a ticket. That's a ticket. We could save that for the circus book if I ever come across it again. If I can ever find it again. And then Joe saved me these from business envelopes. We can use some of this. That's what we'll do. We'll just use some of this. That should help out on the background. I can just put that all on there. So let's get my glue. So, hello everybody coming in. Hi Sherry Van. How do you do? How do you do? We're going to put this on the business card. And then we're going to trim like that. Thank you, Angela. Am I online? Am I on the screen? Am I good? So we're going to start here. And this one's going to have patience. And I'm going to put this Pizza Hut sticker on there. Oh, it's on the window. It's a window thing. So I can't put it on here. It's not going to work. It's for your car. Okay, we'll try something else. We still have a pot. Let's see, what can I put on the back of this one? I've got this. This will work for something. I'm going to put that down. And we're going to ink the edges. So, does anybody have anything going on? Did anybody do anything over the weekend? Got anything to share? Any news? Anything you want to tell us all about? Something happy? Something. Barbara's going to come sing us a song. It's hello, Barbara. Well, hello, Barbara. It's so nice to see you in the chat again. That's Barbara. Barbara chicken pot pie's in the house. I'm going to put this on over here. And smear the glue around a little bit. And I'm going to put that on right there. Like that. That's going to be cute. So, Marty. Hey, Marty. I'm going to get my napkin book out. Marty showed her napkin book off today. Guys, you got to go over and see Marty. And I'm going to have to do another napkin trade. She was saying, she was talking about, Marty has napkins in her shop. If anybody wants to go over and talk to Marty about her extra napkins she's got them all for sale. And if you don't want to buy any, maybe we can do a napkin trade sometime. And I thought about, instead of doing a trade with everybody, tell me what you all want to do. Now for April, we are doing our hidden paper clips, right? I got to look at my book. But look at that. Isn't that cute? I'm going to put my pot on there. And anyway, I was thinking that if anybody wanted to trade napkins, then you can send me your napkins. Send them to me. And then I will mail you some napkins back, different ones, if you wanted to do a napkin trade. If anybody else has any extra napkins, and they do want to, and you all want to do a trade with each other, then we can do that for the next trade when we do the swap on a swap. So you tell me, can you all tell me what you would like to do or what you think would be a good idea? I know I have some people in the group that doesn't have very many napkins to trade, and they don't have the money to trade, and they don't have the money for postage and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean we can we can't send them some napkins as a happy mail. So what would you like to do? You want to talk about it? You want to think about it? Now I've lost, there it is. Give more hugs. And I'm going to put her on here. She's going to be sitting on top of the pottery. She's going to be sitting on top of the little pot. Like that. And she's going to give more hugs. So Marty has a boatload of napkins, and she would be happy to unload some napkins. And so Margaret has napkins. But what we can do is we can continue to talk about this because we haven't even got to April. It's not even April the 1st yet. And we haven't finished with April's trade yet. So I hate to talk about it too soon. Um, you know me, I like to do everything. I like to trade, and I like to play, and this is cute. Look at this. I think we just need to put the date on that little puppy. Now I just had it. There it is. So Marty's never made a hidden paper clip. Well, I've already demoed it 100 times already. And maybe somebody in the chat room will trade with you, Marty, and send you one. So here's my patience. Let's put it down. This turned out to be a little black and white thing, but I do have an angel to put on here. So we're going to put this angel over here. And she's going to be right there. And then we can take and use one of these little fans and put it on right there. Patience. Does it need anything else? I don't know that it does. I've got some other things here, but I don't want to put that on there. So I'm just going to leave it as is. We'll put the stamp on there like that. Like that. See, Marty says it's pretty. They are easy to make. They're very easy, and I had the quickest way to make it. I think that's all we'll do on these two. There's some more words. Found them somewhere down here on my desk. So let's put all that over there. Don't need it. Got it. Got it. Don't need it. Don't need it. Okay. Let's see if I can find a piece of paper. Let me find a little piece of paper, and we'll make a hidden paper clip for Marty. we're going to use this. So you just need a strip of paper, and it could be just about any size. And I'm going to make this one, I'm going to make it this big. I'm just eyeballing it. So you're going to take your strip of paper and you're going to fold it in half like that. Attention, listen up. Now we've already traded names for the hidden paper clips, but I'm showing this for Marty because Marty needs to know. Then you take your paper clip, and I'm just going to use a green one so that you can see what I'm doing. There's your paper clip on your folded paper. You take the top piece and you fold it up. You fold it up above the top of the paper clip like that, and fold it back down to the back side of that paper clip like that. And you're going to glue this right there. You're going to put a little bit of glue on the fold over tab and the front of the paper clip. And then you're going to take the back of the paper clip paper and fold it up to the top of the paper clip, not over, but just up to the top. Fold that down and then fold that flap over to the back and glue it down. And there is your paper clip. And you can take and put a sticker right there. You can add your own little pocket. You could decorate it any way you would like to decorate it. And let's see. You can take and put a sticker on the front of it. And there is your hidden paper clip. And it will go onto your paper just like this. There it is. That's your hidden paper clip. So, but we've already given out names for the April swap. And the next swap I'm going to do are tags. So we're going to do tags, and maybe I'll make some tags today. But we've got all through April to rest. If you've got all your paper clips done and mailed out, then you get to rest for the rest of April. So today we're going to work on tags, but we're not giving out any names. I'm not taking names for tags yet. I'll do that at the end of April. So I did our index cards. I did a hidden paper clip, and I wanted to find the rest of my books. I got my Zendoodling book, and we were doing some background pages, and we've done those that last time. And this was finished. Hey, we could use those names on there. It says, change yourself. Yourself change. I'm not sure what that means, but we're going to change yourself and give this a word. How about that? Change yourself for the good. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to use that word for there. We did this background page, and we've got all these words on here. That looks good. And this was the hidden paper clips. And I think Joyce asked me, is Joyce in the room? Joyce, do you have a piece of paper and a pen? Joyce, get a pen and write these names down. She is still doing her ACT cards. Is there anybody that has not done their ACT cards? That could be the man in the mirror on the kitty cat and the fox. It could be. Make a change. Um, Joyce, okay. Joyce is ACT trade. I don't have you down, Joyce. There you are. Your partner is Brenda Ashford. Joyce. Brenda Ashford. Okay. You mailed your ACT cards? Okay. And then the last trade is the for April is already given out. I've already given them out. And I did not see your name for the hidden paper clip. But Marty, are you going to play? Are you going to make hidden paper clips? Joyce, can you make some hidden paper clips and send it to Marty? So we can hook you two up. No, okay, all right. We will wait till next month, and we will be doing tags. Okay, we're going to do tags next month, and I have a tag box over here where we are going to. I'm going to get one of these out. Where we're going to be making some tags. So I got a tag box here, and I've got some tags. These are going to be tags. These are some hearts collaged that I received in Happy Mail, and then I collaged onto them. And then I made a tag. I made this little girl into a tag. I got some kids. These are tags. And then we can make some traditional tags with the other kind. And we can do that too in a little bit. Okay, so are we on the same page? Hi, Debbie. So I took some pictures of some girls, and I thought I would try to. First of all, I'd like to get this open. I would. There. It was being cantankerous. So I have to draw on here a face, and I took some pictures of some faces. Let me go back to this and see if I thought we could try to do this girl. I think I can carve her. I'm going to try to carve her on here. So the first thing I have to do is trace her on here to cut out. So, and I want to try to use the whole thing. So it starts off with the parting of her hair that goes down like this. And then the back of her hair goes down over here. And then she's got an ear. And then I'm going to put her eyes on here, her eyebrows. And her nose. And this is going to be her eye. And she's got on eyelashes. And I'll just mark it out a little bit. And then this will be the face and her chin. And then she's got like a little flower in her hair. So that means I have to cut this out too. And then her mouth is like that. And then her chin. It just doesn't look as pretty as the girl on the in the picture, but that is her. I think I captured her. And then we can do her neck like this. So that's what I'm going to carve. So if you all need me for anything, can you type it in caps for me so I can see? And that way, because I've got to look down if I'm going to be using my carving tool. I've got to look down. Her face is longer, so give it a different impression. Hi, Leah. A different impression. Give me an example. Maybe, does that mean a smile? Does she need to have a smile and a dimple? Cindy's. No, I haven't heard from Cheryl. Has anybody else heard from Cheryl? Maybe her hair. I could give her some more hair. So I can still work on this because I'm going to, it doesn't matter if I've written on it in the wrong spot. I can put her eyes down a little bit lower. And I can do this on her eyes. I can make some little marks on her eyes. Like that. It rubs off. Okay. Yeah, Marty, I think she's taking a breather too. Um, if I had to guess, and I'm not a gambling person, but I'm thinking that maybe she might be on a little vacation. Shorten the chin. See, this is like an eraser. You can erase your marks. And we've got the other side if I need it. So going to put her chin right there. And it's going to look totally different after I start carving it. I think this is as close as I'm going to get for a while. Okay, I moved the eyes, I shortened the chin. Okay, Juju, drive careful. Don't text and drive. It's already better. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start carving this. Let's get it beside the picture, and you know, and I can put another one of these here. Give her a spit curl. I could put a curl in the middle of her head. Becky would like that. Okay, so here's my tool. I'm gonna have to turn my fan on. Do I have my? Oh my gosh! Don't tell me I've lost my power, my controller to the fan. Somebody keeps turning it off. Yeah. Well, here's another one of those foamy stamps that I had with impressions on it. Okay. Rabbit trail. Time to clean my room up again. I'm thinking it might be down here in my junk drawer. So we haven't done anything in this book yet that we made. Come on. I think I found it. It feels like it. It looks like it. I found it. All right. This is my remote fan here. All right. We got that on. Thank goodness. Get some air moving in here. All right. Now, we'll put these over here. We're working on this. Oh, God. I opened that up, and here are all my needles or my knives. So they're very similar. They're very, 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 very similar. So I kind of like the flat one. I just don't think there's that much difference between them. So what I do is I'm going to take and put all of these back in here. Put the lid on. And then I screw this, loosen this up. And then this goes down in here. There's a little space for it. Right there. And that's where it's going to go. It's going to go down in there. Let me try screwing it off again. There we go. Now let's get it in there. Okay. Now let's see. What's the deal now? Oh dear, dear, dear. There it goes. It was stuck, but I want to get this in here like that. So, hello, Linda. Hi, everybody coming in. How you doing? How's everybody doing? And we're going to screw this back on. It's not on right, but we're going to leave it like that. Thank you, Leah. So anyway, I'm going to attempt to do this, and I'm going to do her shoulder first, and I'm going across right on top of the ink, and it doesn't matter if the ink shows or not. It's not going to, that won't matter when you, after you do your stamping, because I'm going to, all of this in here will be cut away, and then I can do her hair. We'll do the outside of her hair, a little streak here, and you have to be careful and watch your fingers at all times. And I'm right on the ink line. And I'm just going real slow until it gets started. And sometimes you have to wiggle your hand and give it some, it's called English. That's what they talk about. People who play pool, when they use English on the of how they aim at the ball with their pool stick, and whether they go up and down or this way or that way with their pole stick when they hit strike the ball, the cue ball. Uh, they give it English. That's what it's called, and it's a hand thing that you do with your hand to make the ball do something special. And sometimes they can go down on the ball and they can make the ball jump another ball, stuff like that. Have y'all ever heard about that? Heard about English before? You have to use a little English. It's a it's a technical term. Okay, that looks good. Are you learning anything new at all? It's the angle. That's right, Linda. uh, yeah, watch the fingers. Watch your fingers at all times. That's right. So I'm just going to do her other shoulder. And this little girl here with her shoulders, I can make her a dress and give her a dress. So we're going to go down the side of her face. Like that. I must not have gotten any mail because Joe never did come back with anything. He didn't come in here. So, I'm going to do her other jaw, the rest of her jawline here. Going up this way. And this one is the side of her face and part of her hair. And the markings will rub off with your fingers because this is like an eraser. And when we were stamping the other day on the new one that I did, I couldn't get it. I couldn't get a real good black stamp, and I think it's because of the rubber residue of the eraser, and it took you had to load it up with a bank a lot and stamp and test it a lot, like I did on the paper, and before that dust would come off, all of the eraser dust. And I think that's why I couldn't get a real good picture like this. It was so you had to like do it several times. The ink would ink the pad up real good. So Teresa taught me that. So over here, now I don't think that's a good spot for her ear now. We're not going to worry about her ear. I'll take him off. But I will give her some more hair. Streaks. And there once was a girl that had a curl right in the middle of her forehead. Isn't that right, Becca? Becca, it was a little girl. She'll tell you. She'll tell you what happens. Okay, that's good. That's good. And then I'm going to go around this flower. And I am going to get my X-Acto knife back out. So I am going to try to go around this this flower. So I'm going around the flower with my X-Acto knife, which is going straight down around the flower. And then I'll do another little side here. So I'm trying to take just the littlest bit. Let's try one of the other ones here. Let's see. try this one. Okay, there it goes. We're trying. These tools are not my favorite tools. I might just do better taking the whole flower out. That's what I'll do. I'll just do it this way. I can't do super fine work techniques. I can't do these tools are cheap carving tools, and they're not the best at all. But I did get the flower, and I got her hair. I can do another part of her hair right here. Maybe. Like that. Like that. And I'll stamp her here out in just a second. I'll get her stamped. I'll get her stamped out for you here. Okay, I like that. Now we're going to do her eyebrows. Okay. And then I'll do her other eyebrow. I'll have to ask Joe if he can sharpen these tools, because they don't seem to be as sharp as I would like. So here's her eye. And her other eye. Okay. And then her nose. Didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. And now her lips. Wish me luck. Okay, now we get to sample it by giving it a test run and see if that's all we needed. So let's see. Let's just see. Thank you. And like I said, it doesn't matter if anything smears on here now because it's an eraser. It's like an eraser material. And I'm going to do is I am going to cut the rest of this off, but I'll give it a sample here and see if see what see what it looks like. Get all that rubbery stuff off here. So, so let's get some inky winky. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Everybody doing okay? So, I am going to ink this up and see what we got. I got a little dot there, but that don't matter. That don't mean anything. That won't mean anything. I think it's going to be okay. I could leave those edges on if I want to. Get it good, inked up good. Now let's see. Ta-da! Okay, Doretha. No problem. Have a good evening. See you later. She's going to Bible study. Hi, Lori. How are you? So here it is. And I think I'm going to have to ink it up a couple times before it will actually do a take on all those white spots. Do you want me to cut out the negative space? I think it looks pretty good. It's a rubber soled stamp for carving. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little firmer than regular erasers. And I got a 6-pack on the in Amazon. And they're 4x6s. So that's still light. And And it could be these ink pads. These are new ink pads. I might need to go ahead and buy me some re-inkers. Thank you, Debbie. There you go. And some of the other ones that I've made is I've got this one. I'm ready to make a strawberry. This is a piece of trim off of an edge of one, and I'm going to make and do this little border. I'm going to carve it. This is what we carved last time, and Dana helped me with that one. And then I've got another piece of rubber, a pink rubber here that I've done little stamps on. So here's the mushroom, a leaf, another mushroom, and a snail that I haven't carved out yet. Here is one that I carved into a postage stamp emblem. Looks like a stamp from a postage stamp. Canceled a canceled ink stamp for the stamps. And then I've got another one here. This is off of a white eraser that you can buy these, and this one says art because we like the art. So those are some of my homemade stamps, and I am going to put all of these in a box of their own, so that when I want to do some more carving, I'll have them together to show you all of this stuff. So there was a spot that looked good. Was it the mouth? Maybe work the mouth up a little higher here. I lost my blade. Come on. Come back. There we go. So I can go up a little bit more on the mouth. Maybe. Let's try that. So here's this one again. I'll put it down here. So, did anybody say anything about you want me to cut the negative off of this now or leave it? You like her as is. That's true. That's true, Becca. I've got all kinds of stuff underneath me. Well, I honestly think I don't have a juicy enough ink pad. These are new, but I think I need to add more, like an ink refill to it. I have a rubber mat over here somewhere to stamp on. So let's see if that'll work. Okay, Becca. Becca says her archival ink pad lasted her for years, but I'm still getting these, these It's not happening every time. So it's probably because of my table. So that's about as good as it's going to get for me between these two. Now there's a little piece of, there was something on my pad, on my thing, that comes off. I don't know what it was, a piece of thread or something. So that's not on there now. I took it off. But everything else looks pretty cool. Okay. So I'm going to leave it at that. And I think I will. I'm going to fix this right here. And these little knives, these are not super sharp for my taste. But anyway, I fixed that a little bit. Okay, so we did that. Do I want to do my strawberry now? Let's see if I can do a strawberry. Watch your fingers. Here we go. Non-stop. I'm going around. I'm going on around. Using my English. I did it in one piece. So then, see if I can do a leaf. Okay. There's that. Now my stem or my stalk. All right. I'm thinking here. I'm a thinking. I don't know how that's going to look. We'll find out in a minute. So now I'm going to do some seeds. This is going to be tricky, but I can do it. I can do it. Making the strawberry seeds. We're carving. It's not my forte, but we can say we tried. We can say we've tried to do carving, and now we just get to ink it up and try it out and see. Let's try. And I wanna carve all this other off around it. Watch your fingers. Get a pattern going, and you should have it pretty easy. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Okay. And I can cut. I can use the scissors and cut this off too. If I don't want to leave the square behind around it, I can easily trim this off with a pair of scissors as well. But I won't have anything to hang on to if I do just the strawberry part. But we'll see how we like it the best. We'll see. Okay, let's go to the other side. Carving all this away. Don't need it. Okay. And it's a relaxing hobby. It's not really hard, but you just have to concentrate on how you're working your knife. Want to make sure you're doing what you want to do, and you can. It's easier to cut more away than to cut too deep at first, and you've ruined it. So you want to make little cuts until you're for sure that that's going to be what you want, and then you just take little strikes off because you can't put it back. But you can always buy more of this eraser stuff. So let's try, and I know I'm not finished yet, but let's just try this much, and try this much on the ink pad, just for fun, and see what I need to critique it in. So, hi, Colleen. How do you do? Juju's home. Good. Take your shoes off. Sit back and relax. So, let's see what this is going to look like. And it looks great. Look at that. So I can continue to finish this outer part, and you can see the little black striations on the high points that I've did, and I can continue to work on those if I don't want them there. But it kind of looks kind of cute just like that, doesn't it? It's cute. So what do y'all think? Should I continue to carve the outer banks? The little high points? Watch your fingers. You're working with a pokey tool. It could jab you. It could cause you some pain. It could still cause you pain. So, I guess I'll carve it off. Nobody said anything. Alrighty. Okay. You've cut your hand before? Ooh. Don't cut your hand. Nope, I'm not cutting my hands. Not today. But there's my strawberry. So let's see if I can get another stamp. So here we go. Oh, that looks so cute. The strawberry looks good. Strawberry looks good. And I can continue to do some more carvings on the edges of it if I want. So that's great. That's awesome. All right. Now I've got a box over here. Let me get this box, and I hope it'll be big enough. I hope. Oh, I've already got stuff in it. What have I got in here? What is this? It's leftover stuff. Look at this. Where did all this come from? The items in this bag are from my trial and error days. I think this is from Joni. This is Joni's Happy Mail. Woohoo! How neat is that? Now I'm just looking for a bag to put it in. Like this. So Joni sent me some Happy Mail a while back. And I'm thinking that some of this is from that. And I'm going to put some of it in this bag and some of it over here. Here's some fabric that I did for something. Little tidbits, some fabric. Ooh, we could stamp on fabric. That would be fun.
Pretty.
Hi, honey.
Oh.
Did
you paint them?
Nah, I colored them, yeah.
Colored them?
Yeah. So these are some things that can go over here that I can use on my index cards next time. I got some money. You want to feel some money?
Money, money, money. Money, money,
You can feel it. And some more.
It's the wrong color.
It's not green enough.
Oh, there's a frog.
So I didn't get any mail.
No, it was full of stuff, but it wasn't.
Nothing for me.
Nothing.
I'll be darned.
Sad day.
Such a sad day.
I could go get you a card and put in there.
No. I tell you what I would like is a cold Coke.
Cold Coke.
Cold Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I know where my trailer's at.
Oh, good.
Ethan.
Good. So what gives him the authority to take your trailer without asking?
Oh, he knows. Because his mom told him, says, Dad's got police looking for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
he
called me immediately.
And then he probably laughed.
Yeah, him.
Okay. Well, anyway, Joe had lost his trailer up north and the grandson got it. Okay. Which is fine, but we needed to know that. We thought it was stolen. So anyway, I'm going to put all my stamps in here in this boxy. And I'm going to put my old ones in here too. And do I have any more over here? And I don't know. This is just a freeloader. And this is a stamp. But I'm going to put all my tools in here. In this box. Because this is the box I'm using to cut until further notice. Because it probably won't be big enough by the time I get done with it. And then I have these foamy stamps, and I don't have a home for these guys, and they won't fit in here. But this is nice. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to take a picture of what I've done. Let's take a picture of her and the strawberry. So we can post it. I think it worked out real good. I'm happy. So we did some stamping. And put over here. Yeah, because the trailer that he borrowed was like a $2,500 brand new trailer. And so we were kind of upset when we thought it was stolen. Did you call Pam? The neighbors were trying to watch for us. All right. So we did that. We are going to make a tag, and we're going to zendoodle a mushroom. All right. So, I've got in my possession some papers that I've been wanting to get down. Some scrapbooking paper that I've been wanting to get down, and are some of them are like for tags. And let's see if we can find any. And I know I've got them in here. There's a bunch of them too. So I'm looking for some tags. And sometimes they're left over in these paper packets. They're leftovers. So we're going to hunt. We're on the hunt. So let's just see some of my paper. We do our best. We laugh loudly. We take turns. Clean up. Always be kind. Make memories. Always say please and thank you. Sing and dance. And we do love. Isn't that cute? We could use those, some of our words, and type them out on the typewriter. I thought there was some in here, but let's see. This one's got some, look at these. There's 2x2s right there. And look, tags. These can be tags. They're ATC size. So I'm going to take the ATC size. Actually, I want to take the Twinchies too, because we got our Twinchy book. This is like a Tim Holtz book that I think Dana gave me. So here's the 2x2s. And I'm just going to, and they're printed on both sides. I'm going to take one of these. Oh, I'm so relieved over that trailer. That is so, I'm so happy. Whew. That was a lot of money to be lost. So I've got some things over here, and these are like, I call these journaling card size. But you can cut them down into tags. A tag can be any shape. Postcards. And I believe these are tags. Do we want to do red ones? We can make tags out of this, or bookmarks. We haven't done bookmarks. Oh, look at the film strip. That's cool. So let's look back here one more time. We could make tags out of that. I think I'm going to hold off, and I'll put this on the bottom. If I can't find any more tags, I'll use those red ones, because we're good. Oh, I like that. Isn't that cute? They're shiny. The pots are shiny. We got some older paper back here. Super old paper that's probably 20 years old. I kid you not. We've got black. We got black cardstock. Do we want a piece of this for the back of our cards? I'll get one piece out, and we can frame our tags with this. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I bought this off of Dana for $1. Oops, there goes my hot glue. Oh, I found my hot glue gun. It was in the kitchen. Yep, I found it the other day. It's still sitting there too. I had it in my hands because I used it in the bedroom, and I was fixing something in there, and I did, and I need to take it back in there and fix it again. But anyway, I was bringing it back to the craft room, and I had a glass in my hand that went to the kitchen, and that was the last of that was all she wrote. The hot glue gun made it to the kitchen, took my dirty dishes in there, and it never made it to the craft room. So here are some. These are like speech bubbles. We should do some kind of art with speech bubbles. And these are tags. So I think I'm going to use these. There's two of them. So let's take one. Let's take one. There's another page. Oh, look at the music paper. Borders. Here's some tags. These are tags. So, how about if I just take this much of these? Just take some of them. And I could go ahead and maybe put these in the tag box. If I don't use them, I'll go ahead and cut these up. And I got enough tags out for now. We're just going to make 2 or 3, and then we're going to move on to our Zentangles. And the thing about cutting tags apart is you have to cut on both sides of the card to get the line pretty. You do, you do. You're my cup of tea. You're my cup of tea. So we've got some tags, balloons, make life entertaining. And this will be a little tag, or it could be something to go on a tag. That would be good. Okay, so let's put these out. We're going to do some of these, and I'm going to put the rest of this up. So we'll put these away for next time. For next time. I've been trying to use my paper up too. I really have. So let me just reiterate what I've said earlier today. We are going to, April is paper clips, hidden paper clips. And May will be tags. And then June we'll do napkins. And March is over. So March should be already done. and received by now. If somebody has not received their March trades, message me and I'll talk to you after the show. Okay. So, and if somebody wants to write this down so that when I say I can't remember, you're going to say, "Oh, I remember. I wrote it down for you, Beth." Right? You're going to say, "I remember." All right. Now, I was going to work on these tags for just a little bit here and get it started because I can always finish it. I can work a little bit on it tonight and then I'll do a little bit next time. So on this piece, I'm going to use these tags. So I'm going to cut it off here. And you can use your paper cutter if you have a paper cutter, but I don't mind cutting out things like this. And these have the little triangle tops, decorative tops, and I can show you how to make them even. I can show you two ways. So say for example, you have this tag and you want to make them exactly alike. Well, you go ahead and you cut this side off and keep that now. Keep that part. And then you're going to flip it over like a mirror and lay it on the other side and cut that angle right there, and then your tags will be synchronized because you cut them both exactly the same. There's your cutoffs and there's your tag. And then a lot of times we cut the point off and then we punch a hole right there. And I've got a hole puncher that I'm going to get out that I haven't used. I haven't used it for a while because I haven't made any tags. But I've got a hole puncher I want to show you. I'm going to put some of this stuff away. There's my stamping pad. I keep it over here. Um, and another way to do it, of course, is to fold it in half. And I'll show you that one too. Which is, it's okay. It's okay to fold it in half. Now this I'm going to use. Here's my tag box. This is a stencil. And it goes someplace else. And I'm going to put that right there. There's the rest of my things, and I've got a drawer that I'll keep them in over there by the door with my stamps. So here's what I'm looking for. In this here drawer here. Just gotta find it. I don't get to use it very often. I don't. I need to get those little things out. They don't belong in there. They need to go outside and hang them up my wind chimes. Okay, I've outgrown my I've outgrown my junk drawer. My junk drawer has all kinds of tools in it, and I've outgrown it. So let me put this over here. But it's another type of paper punch, and it's oblong. I don't know what to say. It's It's this size, and it's big enough to put a ribbon in and make a flat ribbon uh, thing. But anyway, the second way to make these little side marks, of course, is just to take your paper, fold it in half, and cut it at an angle, and they would be identical. So there's several ways that you can make these angles. And if you have one, you can always use it as a template to make your other ones, you know. And they're not all exactly the same. I mean, even when I cut them out, they're just a hair different from each other. But I do like this hole punch, and I need to use it or lose it. So, like that. So, my tags are going to be like this year. That's what my tags are going to be kind of like. Okay, now, what else can I show you? I'm going to take my tags today, and I think I'll have a tag file. Well, I've got a box of tags, so I can take and put these in my tag box to be made. These are going to be made, and then I can take some more of these tags after I cut them up or cut them out. I can put them in this drawer right here or in this box. And then these are like journaling cards, but I can make tags out of them. So I want a couple of those. And then this other piece is just extra scrapbooking paper. And I don't need it right away. So I can put that in a file. And we'll cut these in half. And then I've got these tags. So these are very vintage. They are double-sided. So they would be easy to make, and I don't have to put anything on the back of them because they've already got the double-sided print. So I can cut some of these out, and they can go in the box. So there. We got us some tags going on. So we just want to get started, get them organized so that when we start on these next month, I'll have the box, and all I have to do is pull it out, and we can make a tag every day instead of an index card every day. And then these are twinchies, and I'm pretty sure they're 2-inch. I'll measure just in case. They're exactly 2 inches, 2 by 2s. And when we get ready to do twinchies, we can use these, and they're double-sided too. But I'm just going to take 4 today, and we'll use the rest of this next time. And so there's my tags, and I'm going to end up taking some of my tags, and I want to glue them onto the cardstock, the black paper. Put this over the side, and then I will cut these out again after they're glued down. Okay. I'm looking for my pokey tool. Look, looky, look. that back up there. I don't see my poking tool. My glue is dried at the top and it's not letting anything go through. So let's see here. Use a needle and glue this down. Like right there, with a little bit of black all the way around. And when I cut this out, it'll be framed. And it'll just look like, it'll be nicer than just plain. So I'm sprucing up my tags. There's other ways to do it, and we're going to do all kinds of ways before it's over with. We will do all kinds of ways to spruce our tags up. We'll do them together, and all the month of April I'll be doing tags, okay? Or at least the first couple of weeks of it anyway. So these are started. Now I will get my scissors back, and I'm going to cut these out. You could use decorative scissors if you want. Tonight I'm just going to do straight scissors. And there are the beginnings of my tags. I will have to punch that hole again. And what I will do after I glue these on the black cards, on the new cards, I'll wait and punch them out after I get the black done up. So there you go. Here's some of our tags we've started. So there we go. And I'm just going to put these in our tag box for next time. We'll work on them again.
Isn't that such a cute tag box?
It is. Thank you. Joe brought me something to drink, and I'm parched. Would you turn the air on?
Sure, honey.
Okay. Now, while I've got my Twinchies here, I'm going to go ahead and cut them out. And we're going to work in our Twinchie book real quick and see what we can do with these tags for Twinchies. Now, the Twinchie book is right here. So as you can see, I'm happy with my Twinchie book. It's doing real good. I'm really happy with everything. So we're going to work on this page right now. And I'm going to use these papers. They just fit exactly on the Twinchie page. There's one page of the Twinchies that has a photo on it, so it's going to go on. But the others are kind of plain. This one has like a ledger book on it. I wanted to get the napkin book out tonight too. We'll hurry. So I'm just going to glue these down. And I'm going to use this glue. And I'll do it real fast. And I'll take my little squeegee, if I can find it. I've got a little squeegee. Of course, I don't see it. I keep losing my squeegees. That's okay. I've got a credit card, and I wanted to smooth out some of that glue. So, so that's enough of that. So let's put these back down. They fit so good. Perfect. Just perfect. They butt right up to each other. Perfect. And now we get to decide what should we put on these Twinchies. Can anybody suggest what we can put on top of these? So, what can I do on top of these Twinchies? Should I use a? I've got stamps. I can put. I've got two bee stamps. I can use my strawberry stamp, and I can use my art stamp. Let's use our stamps since got uh, we've got we've got some stamps. We got these and a straw part of a strawberry. It'll just be part, but we can do part. We'll do part of it. So let me get some ink. Butterflies, dragonflies, bees, flowers, and fruit. Well, I'm going to use strawberries. That's a fruit. So I'm going to use it right down here. And I've got a little piece of paper here. Well, that's worked out fine. Look at that. Good. And then I have this little butterfly. And it says, just be you. And I'm going to put it on this one. No, I'm going to put it on this one. And I think the just be you is going to be up too high, but that's okay. That's all right. I'm not going to fret. I got another bumblebee. So let's put it over here. And then I've got this canceled stamp, and I'm going to put it on this one. Like it's a canceled stamp or something. So we're just going to put it right there. There we go. And I can put the art on there too because there's room. Okay. There's our Twinchies for today. It's always easy to come up with something different, isn't it? We're always doing that. And I think I will put the date on this as well. So if anybody needs anything from me, holler at me. And I'm going to put the date on the edge here. That's what I've been doing. Just for fun. just because. No particular reason. And so we did the Twinchies. I'm going to take a picture of this. I should have taken a picture of our tags, but that we're starting. I'll just do this one. Pretty page. Got one more to do on that. And we will do Twinchies. I've got it scheduled for December because I have December inch Twinchies to cut apart. That was my original idea. And I'm sticking to it. Okay, so we started this book And I put the dolls in it, but I haven't started on anything yet. So let's start one of these, and I want to zentangle her dress. Does that sound good? Different? I want to zentangle. Now this one here, I think I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to start with this one. And I did it before um, on a dress, and it worked out really, really good. That's good. So what I'm going to do is um, on my pictures, there was I'll just get this started, and then I'll finish the mushroom. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I have a sampler page right here, and I think I'm going to try using these on her dress. So here's how it works. I need to put these away. These are what we did earlier tonight. They're dry. Need to put them away. So I'm going to use I'm going to use my fancy pen, and the first one I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some lines. And the thing of it with this particular type of work is to take your time. Don't feel that you have to rush it. That way, when you start and when you finish, it'll be exactly where you planned. Because a lot of times, if I go too fast, I don't get it to the right edge, and I go back in and touch it up, and it's a blob. It turns into a blob. So this way, start, finish. You planning when you lay it down and plan it when you're coming off to line to line. That's my tip for the day. And we're just going to start this dress. And then we'll doodle some more on the mushroom. So there's one, straight lines. The second one is diamonds. So I'm going to pick the next line and try to do, I'm going to pick something over here and do the diamonds in. And basically you're making X. You're going from the top corner to the bottom corner on the right, top corner left to bottom corner right. And then you do the same thing with the top corner right, and it goes to the bottom corner left, and it makes diamonds. And then the next one is polka dots, and it's just the dot of the pen. And they're dainty. Okay, I did the polka dots. And then this one is a mosaic. And I'm going to go back down into the ruffles of her dress and do a mosaic. And it's literally just, they're triangles in every direction. So I'm going to start off with one line and I'm going to start making triangles like that. So there, that looks good. And the next one is shells, um, scales, like your scales. And I'm going to do that over here on this one. And then there is a line right beside her, and I'm going to make it black. It is so thin, you can't even see it. So that was the seam right beside it. And then this one I'm going to continue with the scales. Okay, they're small, but I did it. Okay, and then the next one is diagonal lines. I can give it a try. I'm going to go the opposite direction. I don't know how I'm doing this, but I'm doing it. I did it. I did it all the way down. I don't know how I did that little tiny thin one, but I did do it. Okay, this one is going to be too complex. It's basically diamonds up and down, zigzag. And I'm going to do it, I'm going to use a zigzag as I do this one. So let's go up to here and we're going to do a zigzag. Almost finished with this starter dress. And again, you got to be real slow on the making sure you touch the lines without going over. Make it straight and neat. And then we have whole Cheerios. Cheerio, my friend. Cheerio. So I'm going to do 2 lines because they run into each other. I love doing little peas. I call these peas, little peas. That's good. And I'm going to do another set down here because we'll eventually be duplicating them as we go along. I think you can. It's not going to hurt anything. There's probably enough doodles to make them all separate and all different. Because I've got over 70 doodle cards up there that I've done before, and there's a lot of new ones in this the new Zentangle book that I have. Okay, so there's what we've started on in the doll book on her dress. And when I get done with this, I will probably uh, get my colored pencils out. And it is tedious. Thank you, Belinda. It is tedious. Um, so this is the first time I've done small with this in the past couple of months since I picked this Zen Tangle book up. This is the first time I've gone this small with it. Um, uh, I'll try to look for one of my old books. And the way I did my doodle cards is I had a coloring page, and the middle of it was colored, whatever the picture was. It was a dog or whatever. And then on the outside, around the dog, I drew lines, and I would doodle in the pie shapes. And they were bigger doodle styles. So this is a step up, an upgrade from what I used to doodle, and I'm enjoying it. So anyway, I'm going to leave this open because this ink needs to dry just a minute before you close the book, and it'll keep your uh, other page clean. And I probably, yep, I should have, and I will do this next time. I bled through the back a little bit, and I marked on this dress a little bit. So I need to fix a protection page, and I can do that right now. I'll get it fixed up. So we will have no more bleeding problems. So so we got started on that, and that's gonna you'll be surprised. It does. It's well. That's why that it can strain your eyes. But I think if I just do a little bit at a time, I'm not doing it all night. I'm not doing it for over an hour. I did it for about 15 minutes. And I think I could probably handle that. I think I can handle 15 minutes. So, but this is the doll book that we started, and and I'm looking forward to uh, maybe adding something in here, a pocket or something. He could be my I could decorate him up and on the inside of the book. What's on the back side? Not the same. I can make another doll to put here. But anyway, this is a start. This is a start. I like it. I like what I'm doing. And then as far as this book goes, we were doing these was 62, 63. We were learning how to do these the other day. And that was, and here's the directions. There's 4 steps to it. And then I did some shading. So anyway, let's see if we can't incorporate some of this. And there was another page. Must be back this way. I started doing these poke, the poke leaves. That's it. So maybe we can incorporate the poke leaves and these cherry mushrooms in the page over here that I want to do. And we can take and use this paper, the rest of it, for this book because it will bleed. These pages bleed too. So let's do some poke leaves and the cherry mushrooms. Put this in here on on the mushroom page. That'll be fun. I'm really liking everything that we're doing. So we did that. It's not gonna take us long to fill these boxes up. So I'm going to put my phone away and I'm going to pull this out because I'm going to be doing these around these. And I think it'll work out real good. So let's put this down. Hold that book open so I can look at it. And then the mushroom on my phone. There we go. Let's see if I can find it. So here's the mushroom. And you see all those little doolollies around it and everything. We're going to freestyle those. We're going to just freestyle. I do like these leaves down here. I think I'll do them first. And I'm still using my fountain pen. So you all hang in there. We got an hour. So we're going to do this. And I think that's all I had on my list to do. So I'm going to make some leaves. Now, these leaves down here, they have a border around them. And I'm wondering if I should just use my magic marker to do those leaves. And that way I won't have to do that might be a good idea. Let's see if I can do it. It'll be an experiment, right? So these leaves here are like this. And they're going to go on top of make a mushroom there. And then this is a little umbrella mushroom, and it's shaped differently. It's like a little umbrella. And I don't know if it's a mushroom or a flower. It could be a flower. And we're going to make this stem go down here. And then I'm not sure what that is on the ground, like a root. Something like that on the ground. And let's go back up at the top a little bit. I'm going to make this one highlighted. I might highlight it all. How about if we just highlight it all? And I'll doodle with my fountain pen. Like that. You can really see it. And this book, this paper in this book, it sucks the ink real good and it bleeds just a tiny bit. So if you leave your Sharpie pen on it long enough, it'll make a circle and bleed. It sucks it up. So the back side is going to bleed through. So I've got a protector page over here already. So, and then we're going to do this leaf or this mushroom. And this. All right. And then its topper. Okay. Oh, Janet, now she's going to bed. It's getting awful late, Janet. You're staying up too late. Did you fall asleep? So, and then this is a really cool uh, decoration, and it's a straight stick, and we'll make it big, and then or the stem, and then at joints we're going to have these um, little bud like, and on each of these is a dot, and then there's a joint again, and they come out like that on each side, and then there's a dot on each end. And I don't know if they're buds or if they're seeds or if they're just part of the twig. And that's what that looks like. And we're going to continue on down to make some more of these. And they're at different heights, it seems like. But they've got this little tiny dot on the end like a bud. It's budding out. It's spring. And this Sharpie's good and juicy. Okay, and one more. And we'll finish it off right there with that one. And then this mushroom has circles, and they're like jelly beans. And I'll decorate that in a minute. And then up here we've got some more half circles. Okay, I like that. And I think I'm going to go ahead and switch back over to my fountain pen and and do some more doodling on this. Didn't that look good? It's I didn't do it exactly like the picture, but it's really, it's my own now. It's mine. I got to make some of them curly ferns. I got to do some of them ferns. Definitely going to put some ferns in there. So anyway, I will be doing more. So with the fountain pen, I want to continue to decorate this one with scales. So this is good. This is good. Thank you, Marty. Okay, let's go back. Janet's going to bed. Hi, Candy. I know I haven't said hi to everybody in the room. I've been busy, guys. I've been busy. So forgive me if I haven't said hello. Hello to everybody in the background. Hello, hello. So we're doodling, zentangling doodles. We are. We have a fever of it. I've learned how to do it differently. I didn't do it. I couldn't do it like this last year. I didn't know how. I really didn't know how until I saw Dana and Becca. And then we found this Zentoodle book. Who enticed me to get these doodle books? Somebody. It could have been Dee Dee. It could have been anyone that encouraged me to get some Zentangle books. I can't remember who. And um, And I think I've enabled several of you guys to buy this particular Zentangle book that I have, and it's a good one. It's a really good one. The Art of Zentangle. It's got a lot of samples and examples. Here's the girl that I did, and we will do something similar to that in our doll book. And I put her in here. So this book has places to practice and lots of practice doodles to go with it. And that's what I didn't have. If I and I say I did this as a practice, and this was my inspiration, and I did it down here. So you can see how we grow. And tonight I'm going to do some of these and some of these. So let's get some of them on our page. Let me get some of that on my page. Do I need my magic marker back? And I'm thinking I do. So let's go with my stem. I go with the stem first. So here's my stem. There's my stem. And then I go with a heart. Uh, like that. And then I have this can go up, and I have a base. And then I can do a garland, do a little ribbon like this around my thing. That's good. That looks good. So here we have some things, and I'm going to do another stem. And then we're going to do oops, off the page. That's all right. It was on that protectant page. That's good. So here we can do a like this on that one. And I don't know if I have room for the cherries or not. They look like little cherries. So I'll have to do them on the next page. I've got a lot on this, so I'm going to just leave that for right now. Just for right now. And I want to finish this one up over here. I'm multitasking and I'm bouncing. I'm bouncing. So there we go. Doing some scales. All right, that looks good. Now let's go back up to my picture to, I guess, this one here. dear. What have I done? Here we go. So I did these scales on there, and I did these circles, and it's wanting some shadowing. Okay. So, and then I have lines, and then this stem is going to be up here underneath, and there's going to be, I used to know what these were called, these little lines underneath the mushroom. What are they called? Oh shoot, they're called something. These fluffy things. Somebody'll know. So, thank you, Leah. Okay, I'm really liking that. And then there's some more peas, little peas, circles on the rim. And we're going to do some shadowing, some shading on the shadows of some of these. And I'll show you how we're going to do that. There are more scales on the stem of the mushroom. And I'm going to make them. Working up the stem. Just going to do this for a little bit longer. See what else we can get into. I'm about ready to go on strike. My behind is my back side. So, but anyway, that is looking really, really sharp. Then back over here on this one, there is, okay, this is a really cute doodle, and it is nothing but checkerboard lines. You can use a ruler if you feel that you need to. You can use a ruler for this one. So you're going straight up and down, and then you're going to go straight across like a checkerboard. And you're going to leave enough space. It looks like a fret on a guitar. And then at the joint of each string is a dot. And also at the very ends where they meet the ends, I'm making a dot there too. And you don't have to push real hard with this fountain pen. You just lightly go over it, and the ink comes out. Now you might accumulate some fuzz on the tip of this fountain pen because there is it's a it's like a needle, and when you scratch it on paper, it picks up little fuzz, little paper particles, and you might have to wipe it off a time or two while you're writing to get the blob off of the tip. But underneath is where the ink is coming out of, that part of the pen. So you can see the magic of this one. Okay. Almost done with this one. It looks cute. It's looking so cute. And then underneath the here, what are these um all these layers underneath the mushroom part called? Somebody go look it up. So I'm going to make some more of these lines that go together. What are those fluffy things called under the stem? Candy's going to bed. Okay. I won't be but about a half hour, about 20 more minutes. Thanks for coming, Candy. Thanks for being here. Uh, these little fluffy things. Is that what you were trying to tell me, Leah? Leah lamella? Is that the lamellas? Is she trying to tell me that, Leah? I bet she is. Oh, of course, your picture is going to be your own, and I'm not exactly like the picture in the on the page. Of course, make it your own. When you do your doodles, you do your doodles and oodles, and and but isn't that looking grand? And then here's the original picture right here. So yeah, it's my own. You make it your own. Absolutely. That means we're not copywriting anything. Joe liked that one.
No copyrights.
No copywriting here.
You cold?
Gills. That's it. Yes, Leah. They're gills or lamellas. Those all those lines. The gills. That's what I was trying to remember.
Suck out all the nutrients in the water.
Yeah. It's under the underneath part of the mushroom.
Mhm.
So yeah, there we go. So let me go with and I added some of the things from the other book to this page. I got this page off of the internet, and then I added some from the Zentangle book. The Art of Zentangle has some things in here too. So that's awesome. Okay, now this little mushroom is also a checkerboard, but not with dots. It's going to be white and black. So you do your all the way across, and then you do up and down, and then you're going to color in the squares, every other one. So let's just start with this one.
What? What you want?
I think she wants a snack.
You want a snack? How about an ice cream? Mom's got a whole bunch of them covered up. She's been outside.
That's great. How about the kitty cat?
I brought her in.
Good. So I've got these scribbled in, and I will go over them with a pencil to make them a little darker. Joe, did you call Pam?
Yeah.
So we're in the clear now.
Oh yeah. Everything's clear.
Okay. So this one is done, and then it's got some gills too. So we'll give it some gills. Like that. And there's some scales on the stem too. And I'm going to do some bands. I'm going to do some bands. Now, of course, looks really good black and white. Um, of course, you can leave it black and white, or you can use colored ink, um, or you can go over it with colored pencils. And I think I'm going to go over some of it with colored pencils. So that looks good. And then these leaves down here, they have a vein going right down the middle of the leaf. And then they have veins that go out, and we'll do those, and they're kind of equal. They match the other side. Like that. And then on the inside, I think there's polka dots. And this fountain pen has the tiniest dots. I love it. They are so tiny. And this ink is supposed to be permanent ink. So after it dries real good, it should not bleed. if I, did anything on top of it like watercolor or something. And this book is a sketchbook. It's not mixed media paper, but it is water. It's kind of watercolor, but it's also thin enough that it does bleed because we've proven that bleeds. It bleeds. We've proven that. But I didn't do any sampling. Uh, if it if this pen, I did when I first got it, but I don't remember if it bleeds or not. But I don't think it does. I think it's permanent. Now I've used a fountain pen before, but it's been years. But I've never, like I've said, I just tried it. I didn't really, um, I didn't do any scripture or calligraphy or anything. I've never been good at calligraphy, but my handwriting skills are not the best. I'm okay with my handwriting, but it's not the best or the neatest. Um, when I was in the fifth grade, we got to take, you know, there was first, second, and third grades, okay, and then when you got into the fourth grade, then you got to go into the upper wing of the school where the older kids are. So the little kids and the big kids were kind of segregated in a sense. But fourth grade, you got to go up on the upper wing, and and then in fourth grade you got to go to music class, and we had a music class teacher. And when I in fifth grade, that's when I took handwriting. We got writing classes. You don't have writing class, reading and writing anymore like they used to. And in the writing class, we learned how to do cursive. And cursive writing is not taught anymore in school. And we had the elementary school paper, that had the it had I know you know what I'm talking about. Um, the paper was like, let me get a scrap piece of paper over here. Come on, I'll just use this. So the writing paper that we had it was lines like this with a little line in the middle, or a light line. It could be light, or it could be dashes. And when we would write, we would have to write on the whole page, and we had to show where our um, we had to show where our how far to go up on the lines with our writing. And this was the year that I asked my mother, who was a teacher. She was in the fifth and the sixth grade rooms, and I said, and I saw some I saw my brother write something at home, and he printed, and um, I saw that, and he printed so well. My mother told me that after the fourth grade I had to continue to do cursive, but then I could switch to print if I chose, and it would not be wrong. And they didn't tell us to do that. They didn't tell me that I could do that. My mother told me. And after the 4th grade, because my cursive was so bad, I didn't like it. And it wasn't that I couldn't do it. I just didn't think that it was very neat. And some people could really do it. And I just was one that couldn't. Anyway, when mother told me that I could switch to printing, I'd started printing and I never looked back. So yeah, and so having this little guideline, that was the writing paper, and back in the days, just told you a little story, just a little rabbit trail. Sorry about that. So with trying to think what else I want to do, and I'm just going to try to finish up what we've started here, and I think I'm going to do a bullseye here like this. Joe, hey Joe, what are you doing? He's
Uh,
ratting around out there in the hallway. What are you doing?
what?
I said, what are you doing?
I'm trying to fix this doorknob.
Oh, I see.
It's wiggling. No, I haven't. Changed my mind.
So these are the little bullseyes here on this mushroom. And I like them. I like them a lot. Okay, look at that. Doesn't it look cool with all the different doodlies? Yeah, it's doing really good. So now I want to finish my these leaves down here, and I'm really, really liking this. All right, and then I think for these things that were down here at the bottom, oh, they had these little triangles, tall triangles, and they were like, oh, I want to say tiger stripes. And here's a good example of the lint picking up on the edge of my pen. You see that little glob right there on the end? There's a little glob. So you take it off with your napkin and then it's clean again. So you get it off. It can pick up paper lint. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Belinda. Thank you, Angela. Okay, and Goldie mentioned it also, the gills. Thank you, Goldie and Leah, for helping me. Thank you, guys. I couldn't do this without all of y'all. You know that. I don't think so. You all encourage me to want to do more for you as I travel my on my art journey. I love it. And this tip of this pen, it can actually cut your paper. It's sharp enough. It is sharp enough to cut your paper. Kid you not. But the idea is not to push down that far, or hard rather. Don't push it down so hard that you're cutting the page. I'm dragging it across the page, and sometimes I can feel the edge of my pen being sharp on the paper. But you've got to have a happy medium handle on it. Touch. You gotta go by your touch. And I gather the dust, the paper dust, when I color something in and scratching it back and forth. So that's that one. And then, believe it or not, there are some lines that go across horizontally on this vine, whatever it is. And I'll show it to you when I get done here on some of it. So if you look right here, you can see the lines that I'm putting across in the white spot, the white space. So it shades it in just a little bit more. And I will probably do some more shading with the regular pen. Oh, that's something else I was going to get out. I was going to get out some drawing pencils that I have in my possession. If we got time, got 5 minutes, I'm going to look real quick and see if they're still there. My aunt dabbled with art, of course, along with my mother. But my aunt, she was doing some sketching with the pencils. And she had a set of pencils that had, a number 2 and number 3 and number 4. She had the graded pencils. And I'm going to look to see if I have them at my fingertips or not. If not, I'll have to hunt for them. And I might have to, if I can find them. Uh, they're probably in the drawer. I don't know that I used to have them down here. I'm going to have to wait, and I'm going to have a crackle ranch. I'll have to get those out. It's been on my to-do list to get those pencils out and show you her pencil set. And but they were all pencils. So I'll get that out and do that. So anyway, that's all I'm going to do tonight, guys. I am very happy with what we've done, and I'm happy with everything. Just everything, you guys. So this is going to be all I'm going to do today, but I will continue to work on this next time. I might have several dates on this before it's over, before this page is finished. And if that's what it takes to finish the page, that's what it takes. So we won't complain. So but I really like it. I surprised myself of everything. So if anybody has any questions, please message me. And we did that. We're going to start working on tags. I worked in the doll book and I did a quickie twinchy. And here's the doll print page we started that I will finish next, or continue to finish it. And then here's our twinchy book. So we did these, and we did some tags, and we did we did some of this and some of that, and we carved. The strawberry would have looked good in here if I had room for it. I could put a strawberry down here. Where is it? Hurry! We got 2 minutes. Let's put a strawberry down there. um, yes, April is tags. No, April is paper clips, and May will be tags. So here's my strawberry, and I'm just going to put it down here. There it is, because we said so. Now it definitely makes it our art, because we've got our stamp cut out, hand stamp. Yep, yep. So, yeah, I believe that's what we said. I wrote it down over here. Yeah, May will be tagged, June napkins. Paper clips, tags, and napkins. So, love everybody. Thank you all for coming. Good night, everyone. If you need anything, message me. I'm going to get the pencil set out. Let me write it down here. I keep forgetting. Nina's pencil set. I'll get it out. So thank you all. Good night. Take my dishes with me. I unplugged everything.